Okay. Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to Save Our Sisters Unplugged, the podcast where we empower, inspire, and share stories to remind you that you are never alone in this journey of life. Today, we are diving into the incredible journey of Tally Koren, an independent international singer songwriter breaking into the music industry and making her mark on the UK club charts. But she didn't just break in, she broke through those glass ceilings. Her music now stands alongside icons like Lady Gaga, Rihanna, and Kylie Minogue, and she has graced world renowned stages like Royal Albert Hall and the House of Lords. Her tracks even landed international films and celebrated TV shows. Her recent song, Free Will, the VIP version, got into number 2 on the iTunes Latin chart. I can't wait to talk all about it. Welcome, Tally.
Hello. Thank you so much for such a warm introduction. And hello, everyone. Happy Friday. What a perfect day to do it.
I know it's such a nice day out. I don't know where everyone else is, but here we've got a nice day here in Illinois. We've been having some weird weather. We had about all 4 seasons a couple of weeks ago, all in the same week. So, so not sure what was going on with that, but yeah, it's great now, and I'm so excited to dig into what Tally has to say. How you feeling today,
Okay.
Tally?
I'm feeling great. The sun is shining. You know, we are in London, so the weather is not always the best, but today it's beautiful. So I'm feeling good and excited to talk to you and your audience. And
Perfect.
hello to all my friends and fans that join in.
Well, great. All right. Well, I want to go ahead and dive right in. So we're going to talk a little bit about your childhood. Can you take us back to what that was like? Who was there? How growing up was for you.
Right. You don't want
So
me to
long
start
ago, I
to
don't know.
you don't want me to start to cry here.
Oh, well, it's a safe space.
It's a safe space. No, but even if I cry, I smile. So childhood wasn't the most easy. I was super creative from very young age, always singing on table, entertaining the family, and like a French singer. And but then something happened. You know, we all have something in childhood that can either bring us up or down. And it's very much the job of our parents to make sure it doesn't bring us down. That's why it's so important for me to share the story so parents will learn from it. So I was in a competition, talent
Mhm.
competition of singing, and I was singing quite good. I was quite prepared, and but I was unique. So the uniqueness of my voice, or of me as a singer and as an artist, was there because always the seeds are there. So I didn't get not the first place, not the second, and not the third, quite in the last uh, parts of the competition. And my mother got so upset that she left in a storm the charity. And that action caused me a trauma because, yeah, I stopped
Oh,
singing. I stopped singing at the age, I think it was between 7 and 8. But what I'm saying, if my mother at the time, yes, I was very good and the winner was boring. But if my mother would just say to me, Tally, okay, you were great, you performed fantastic, let's go again, and let's go again, and let's go again,
mhm.
then I would not give up and turn to be a model at a very young age. So that was something that stopped me from
Mm,
doing what I love. But when we really love something, and if it's really something that we meant to do, it will come anyway. So at the age of 26, I came
yeah,
back. So many years, so 20
yeah.
years. It was just in a dream, singing in the shower, and dreaming to be a singer. Never thought I will
Yeah, I
make it
love that.
happen.
Yeah, I love that. I love that, well, first of all, I hate that, you had this period where singing wasn't a thing for you, but I love that you stuck with it and came back to it. But who were your biggest musical influences growing up?
So it's very interesting because you always hear singer-songwriters with so many inspiration. I grew in a family that my father listened to classical music. So all what I heard at home was Beethoven, Mozart, Mahler. That's why melodies are so important for me. And that's why my first album was Timeless Melodies, my own interpretation to classical music. But when I
Mm.
was kind of obsessed on Tom Jones, I remember my father got stormed and break the tape. So I was not really able to listen
Oh,
to
wow.
much music. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So inspiration, and
Hmm.
maybe I think that's what defined me to be more authentic and more unique, because you don't hear many people that sounds like me. It makes the journey harder, of course, but I was just hearing
Yeah,
classical music. That's it.
yeah. Well, I love classical music.
Oh,
And a
really?
lot of things that, I mean, first of all, in the womb, yeah, in the womb, they say classical music helps with brain development of the babies. And so, they have baby Mozart and all those different things that they have now for
Yeah.
the babies to enjoy. So, but I love all music, and even when I was growing up, I mean, I'm a 70s baby, so that'll tell you my age right now. But I just loved everything. I love pop. I love rock. I love, of course, I'm an island girl, so I love my reggae, my soca, my calypso. But I always love whimsical music. So it doesn't matter what it is, as long as, for me, if the music has words, it has to have a message you know
Right.
and so
Yeah,
that's
I
what
agree.
I really get out of music. And even in church, of course, I love gospel. So as long as it
Yes.
has a good message that people can really just take something from it, i'm i'm
Yeah.
always I'm always all about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did you always know that you wanted to be a musician? Like, I mean, singing in the shower and singing at a young age is one thing, but when did you get that moment, like, I want to
No,
do
I
this for a
didn't, because
career?
obviously I left the music at the age of 7, 8, became a model. In my mind, I said, right, not everyone like blondes. Some people like
Brunette.
brunettes or black hair. Didn't understand that the same applies to music. Some people will like the low voice, some people like belting, some people like rock, some people like so I was in a safe place, more looking at my outside for all these years. Did quite well as a model. And then at the age of 26, I was married, not the most happy, a wife
Mhm.
off, which didn't suit my character. So I was searching. So I said, right,
Mhm.
let's go and do karaoke. There was no access at the time. Like now, you can go to YouTube, just Google a song, and you'll have a karaoke, or just download. There was nothing of that at the time. So I went to a karaoke shop and recorded Sade and George Michael, Timeless Whisper, just to see if that dream that I have all those years, does it has reality? And there was something in that softness and breathiness of the voice, even in those recordings,
Mm-hmm.
that made me go to the best singing teacher. I had much more money at the time. So I said, right, I'm going to her. If she accepts me, I'm going to make it. If not, I will continue to
Yeah,
sing in the shower.
absolutely.
And that was a big stage. And the moment she heard me, when she did the do re mi fa sol la si, that's what they do, the test. She said, "Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
you have Karen Carpenter qualities of your voice." And
Wow.
I didn't appreciate that quality, because my father said to me, "Why do you want to be a singer? You cannot sing like Celine Dion." So obviously
Well,
I wanted to please, so it's such
I
a
mean,
journey. Everything is such a journey. But if we
but how
take it
many of
and
us
understand,
really sings like Celine Dion? I mean, now she has an amazing voice, but how many people
absolutely.
really sing like her? Maybe
Oh,
Mariah
there are many.
Carey,
There are
Christina
many.
Aguilera,
Yeah, yeah. No, there are many that
Tally
can belt.
Koren.
No, I don't belt like her. I can sing higher than her. I had a gospel teacher doing here in the UK
Hmm.
doing my do re mi fa sole class, and she saw in on the piano. She said, "Oh, you do like Mariah Carey, because I can go so high and so low, but I don't have that belting. I can do it, but I sound like a bird. I sound horrible." I think it's all about the muscles. Celine Dion is singing from such a young age. Gospel
Yeah, yeah.
singers that work with me, I love gospel singers, and I have in few of my records. Probably if she watch on TikTok, vocally sound amazing voice. But you all go to church at a young
Hmm.
age, so you are used to it. So it's a completely different scenario.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And I just love your confidence. You're like, listen, I can sing, okay?
I can
Because if you don't
sing, but
clap for yourself, who's going to do it?
yeah, I
But I've
think
heard your music. I love it. I just love the way you just first of all, you coming out of the one situation at 26. I mean, I think a lot of people would say at 26 you're really starting this. Like, what
yeah.
was it like? Like, what was the support system like when you started at 26 and you said, this is what I want to do? I'm going out. I don't care what you think.
So I want to tell you, I did WhatsApp a friend, the only friend that supported me, that was modeling with me, but her name, she
Hmm.
was the only one that supported me. My family thought that I'm a bonker. I don't know if you use this word in America, but crazy.
I think
And
crazy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I didn't have any support, but it was stronger than me. I didn't understand it. That was the light at the end of the tunnel, because it wasn't easy to leave the marriage, the golden cage. I had to cover all my diamonds. Now this is not diamonds, but I had to cover all the diamonds when I started to work with musicians. But then I discovered that I can write music. So writing and compose music became so much more even than just singing. I think this is my biggest gift, to be able just to walk and compose a song, or just
Yeah.
put my hand by the piano, and more than the lyric need to be really writing lyric really need to be sincere, which pop music, it's not always uh, works this way. There are formulas, but I
Right.
think writing music, and I discovered it only when I was 26.
And
So,
that's really good. And I'm glad that you at least had one person that was really on your side, because if you didn't have anyone, do you think it would have discouraged you to just go forward at all?
nothing would discourage me.
Okay, good,
No,
good,
no, and
good.
don't forget that the singing teacher was so amazed by that low voice. And then I started to collaborate with musicians and top ones
Hmm.
to co-write lyrics, to co-write melodies and songs. They saw in me the artist that took me more than 20 years to find, because I was at the
Okay.
beginning more, the ego was so big. Oh, we all want to be stars. And I think it was more coming from that place, trying to please everyone, which is something almost impossible, because not everyone, like my fans, don't like Celine Dion.
Yeah.
And sometimes you want to close the radio because it's too much
Really?
when you want to relax. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So,
Yeah. I love that
you
Heart
have
Will
all
Go
kind
On
of.
though. I really like that song.
Which one? I didn't hear.
Heart Will Go On from Celine Dion. I really like that.
Yeah, it does. I'm very
From
bad at
Titanic.
names, but she's amazing. She's amazing, and she's yeah, definitely. She would do very well to Free Will. I think she would make it woo. But you never know. You never know.
Right. Can you say that again? Because I think you went a little bit out.
I can
You
say it again. I'm saying that
can you
Celine
repeat what
Dion
you
is
just said? Because I think
great.
you just went out
And
for a
I
little bit.
think if Celine Dion would sing Free Will, with all the respect to me, she would take the song to another level, because she's a real singer. She's not an artist, but her instrument is the voice. So any song she would do, she will take it and make it like a wowie. And people like wowie.
Right.
That's where we live. But
Yeah.
I know myself, I don't listen to wowie music. I like to relax, and sometimes you hear on Spotify people that they're not famous, but they got this vibe, and that's what I love. So we're all different, and that's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
all.
I agree. I agree. So when you've broken in, because now you're in the industry, you've broken in. I know that it's not easy, especially when you're trying to do it on your own. What was your breakthrough moment when you finally felt like you were making big progress in your career?
So obviously, don't forget, I came to London. It's not my language, and obviously I lived in Mexico, so I sing in three languages. So I came here not knowing anyone, and people in the
Oh, that's
music
amazing.
industry recognize, but they didn't know what to do with me. So I escaped that situation, because for some people immediately I sound and look like a star, but then I have the artistic side. So I can tell you, people, if we have an issue, I wouldn't call it an issue, but if we have something we need to work or be clear, it doesn't matter, it will always go with you, because we are in a journey to find exactly who we are and be the vessel that we're here to let people enjoy. And that vessel needs to be complete. That's when you get to the big moment. So
Yeah.
being here, very difficult years, so many sad ballads that I wrote. And but then I think you said you like poetry. I always like to get words from other people, maybe because it's not my first language. So people knew, and people would send me
Mm-hmm.
the lyrics, and it take me a second to scan a lyric and to say, right, no, 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 just a second. This lyric, it was 4 pages, but it had
Right.
one line. The only thing that holds you back is you. So I said, ooh, that's a good line. The only thing that
That's true.
holds you back is you.
Yeah.
The only thing that holds you back
Hey,
is you. So when you have a good line, you can hear
holds
the
you
music
back
in your
is
head.
you.
Yeah. Easy, the only thing
Mm-hmm.
that holds you. And I have the gospel choir actually singing. So I recorded that song,
Oh, wow.
and
That's
then
amazing.
a promoter said, "Oh wow, you got really nice voice, but no way that Jewish over 40 at the time will be on a national radio. Don't waste your time and money." So I had to think, right, let's give the dream, or shall I listen to the lyric? The only thing that holds you back is you. So I listened to the lyric, found another plugger. I fall in love with that. And then I was 3 weeks after on the Radio 2 playlist, which is a BBC, which is a big thing in the UK, as in general, it's a big thing, but for independent artists was a big thing. So that was the moment of breakthrough that I could rest after,
Yeah.
but I didn't. I didn't
I love that.
rest at all. Yeah. Can you
Right.
hear me
I
well?
hear you. So,
Good.
with
Yeah.
your journey being in full swing now, I can hear you. I can hear
You
you. You
can
went
hear
in
me.
and out
No,
a little
so
bit.
so
Um,
again, we are in a
so now you're
journey.
full
When I
swing into your singing career.
sorry, I don't hear you. What did you say?
Can you hear me? No, I
Yeah,
was going to ask you a question. I was going to say,
please,
now that
please.
you're
Yeah.
full swing into your music career, have you faced any gender-based obstacles at all?
Not really. Not really.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I think
Okay.
we
See,
are
because
tracked.
I know a lot of the American artists did face some because only men.
Right. So I didn't. I didn't. I think we attract what we are, and I kind of represent, and I am a friendly person. So I
Yes.
don't dig into negativity. And like now, I did had a little bit of negativity after 7th of
Mhm.
October, which was not easy for me and my people. So I had to step back and give more. Right, you're gone now. She's gone. Are you here? Hello, everyone. Sorry
Yeah.
that
Not
I'm,
sure what's happening with the connection.
my connection is strong. I can hear you well. I just need a little bit of tea.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. We can continue on if you'd like.
Yeah, yeah, all is
Okay,
good.
you can hear
All
me
is good.
well?
Yeah, all is
Okay.
good.
Because I can see and hear you well. I just saw that I popped in and out. I don't know.
It's
I have
okay.
like fiber optic cable, so I don't know why it's
All
going in
is
and out,
good.
but
All is good. All is good. So, as
yeah.
I
So, well,
said,
I'm glad
I did. Yeah,
that
sorry.
you didn't have any gender-based biases going cutting into
No,
the
I
music
didn't. Uh, the only thing I had, as I said, after
industry
October,
because I just
I
break
had,
out and break into it.
yeah, but
What's
again,
going
the
on?
journey is still continuing. It's still,
Tally,
I'm
are you there?
still, right. We have a bit of issues.
There you are.
Do we have a bit of
Yeah.
issues?
I have no idea what's going on. Do you want to continue on a different
Let's
platform?
see if it's
Because
continuing.
this is the first time I know you're not a big fan of it.
I am not. Maybe I put my energy in that I'm not. I
You
anyway, it's
jinxed
not
us.
right. Yeah, I don't want to speak about it. So anyway, um, we attract what we focus, and I don't focus on negativity. And if there is
If
negativity on
you
the
want,
way,
we can.
right? Okay. So let's
What? I'm sorry.
if
You said you
if
don't
it's like
focus on
that, let's
negativity, and
stop.
then you
Let's
cut out.
stop. Let's stop. Let's not get. So we can do it either on Instagram or YouTube, direct on my mobile. So
Yeah,
let's do
let's
that.
do it on
If
YouTube. Do it on YouTube. Okay,
okay,
let's start
so how are we
over.
doing it?
I'll end the
Sorry,
stream.
everyone. So are you? How do we do it on
Yeah,
YouTube?
I do
I don't know.
apologize. We seem to be having some technical difficulties. What I'll do is I'll end this stream and then we'll continue on the Save Our Sisters YouTube channel. So just stay tuned, hang tight. We'll be right back.
Bye, everyone.